Hello to anyone who cares. My name is Silentesque, and welcome to We Follow the Fickle Path. The only thing I know about this game is that it is about ants. That's about it. So, I can't give any more of an introduction. Other than ants are pretty cool. I do enjoy them. Let's see what this is about. Oh, we follow the fickle path. I mean, that design is really cool. It's a hand-drawn art style, and that to me is just one of the best things. Oh, my favourite art style. Hand-drawn. My favourite genre of art style. Anyway, let us begin. Doubt comes to you so easily when you're bored. Oh, that's some nice music. Your mind wanders. You think about things. You ask yourself questions and come up with answers that are yours and yours alone. Sometimes I feel like this dubious boredom is itself just another expression of our shared existence and purpose. We all march along the limb of the same tree. We all get caught up in our heads with the same thoughts. We all wonder if the others do the same. Most of the time, I think that I am being specifically punished with this burden, and that my sisters would not understand were I to share it aloud. I doubt myself. So I am briefly glad to be interrupted by someone shouting my name. Sister 20, look out. Oh, I have decisions. Look out. I will duck. I fall to the ground instinctively. As soon as I do, I hear the crash of a great branch collapsing down mere inches in front of me and cling on for dear life. Oh no. All at once there is a panic. Sisters are screaming, reaching out, running. The fallen limb weighs heavy on the branch we walk. It dips and I struggle to keep my balance. It creaks and groans and unleashes a horrible crack as something gives. The world rushes away. I'm falling. This is it. I'm sorry, Mother. But I'm wrong. I realise I'm being flung upwards. The branch snapped in front of me and the leftover stump is recoiling. I need to hold on. I need to hold on. I need to hold on. I grip as tightly as I can. I bite into the bark, anything to stay put. There's a jolt, a painful whiplash that wrenches every joint in my body. But I hold. My head aches. The canopy comes back into focus. It starts to rain. There's movement. Oh my god, beautiful. Can't trust what's left to be stable. I need to get back. Oh my god, I'm in love with this. This looks so cool. Sisters! Oh, I can talk. Yeah. Oh. No, this cannot be happening. Oh. Please, leave us alone. Oh, okay. We need to find shelter. We can't stay out like this. I shouldn't distract her. Oh, okay. Sisters, our sisters. I shouldn't distract her. Okay. Oh. It's a nightmare. Sisters call out, trying to make sense of it all. How many fell? We must turn back. Where is Mother? Wait, there's her retinue. We all stop. There is no need for anyone to shush another in her presence. The rain itself quiets, as if it senses our anticipation. Queen Mother 1 and many... Oh. Ocophilia? Queen Mother 1 and many Ocophilia is going to speak. I don't know if I pronounced that name correctly. Oh, she's beautiful. Daughters, sisters, we see fear in our faces. We are scared. We smell grief in the air. We are crying. Do not worry. We should not worry. Do not weep for the sisters we've lost. My cries go unanswered. Our daughters, our sisters, are not gone. Yes, our numbers are lessened, but look around. We see. Listen. We are surrounded by our family, our strength, our gift and our blessing to ourselves and each other, our family. The sister to my left reaches out, clasps hands in mine, in ours. A sister is one, and one may be lost. A sister of many will always have sisters, our sisters. Our sisters of many survive. So too will each one. Mother, her words trace themselves through our sisters and ourself. We have faith. The feeling passes in waves. Our sisters cheer and we join with them. I can't help but notice how much quieter the crowd is than when it set out. Our hopes are brightened, my worry sets itself deep in my stomach. But there's ground to cover, so we march. No one questions it. The tension is palpable, but we follow the path. The march itself is, for once, uneventful. The weather is clear, there are no delays or interruptions. We make much needed progress. We even managed to find a decently stable collection of leaves to stake camp. Nothing long term, but more than good enough for a single night. Figures that when we finally have the opportunity to relax a little, I'm left feeling restless. After tossing and turning without relief, I give up. I find the sisters on night watch and volunteer to take her shift. She's more than happy to trade places. It's a quiet night. A couple moths circle overhead for a bit, but move on without ever landing. The temporary nest rustles as resting sisters shuffle and care to the young. I hear footsteps from behind me. Turning around, I see another sister walking this way. Sister 33, right? You couldn't sleep either? She doesn't answer, just continues walking slowly forward. Sister 33, are you all right? She's mumbling, almost too quietly to even hear. Sister? Pain. Pain? Sister, are you hurt? Painful. Vertigo. Her words don't seem to be directed at me. She ignores my questions and continues along at a lilting pace. Vertigo, aching, pain. She takes a step forward, then another, and another. Block her path. This isn't funny, sister. You need to stop. We can't... Hey, stop! Put me down! Sister 30 lifts me with ease and tosses me aside. It doesn't seem like she's trying to hurt me. It's almost absent-minded, but still I yelp in fear of falling off the branch and scramble back. She keeps walking. Pain, aching, vertigo, pain, vertigo. She walks right up to the edge. Sister, no! She takes another step, and she's gone. What just happened? I should get help. I should tell someone. I should do something. But it's too late. It's a straight drop to the forest floor here. If we didn't leave the path for half our sisters, we certainly won't do it for one. I could wake the others, but what would be the point? All it would do is interrupt their rest for a problem that can't be fixed. Better they find out in the morning. I resign myself to the rest of the watch and prepare a report for tomorrow. The mood is strange as we walk today. Sisters buzz in idle chatter. They speak their minds without expecting answers. Stay safe. Our legs ache. We are strong. We are strong. We just need to keep going. I can't take another step. Luckily, I don't have to. Camp preparations are already underway. Ooh, a bit brighter today. So that kind of sucks that she kind of just went off the edge. Hey. Sister 10 and 9 perks up from her spot by the fire when she sees me. Sister 20, how are you? We could all use some rest. Our sisters worked hard today. How are you, 10 and 9? You know how it is. Always one step behind you. That's true. That is true. What are you doing off the outskirts, sister? Sorry, sister, but we are on watch. We can't talk right now. That's fair. Ooh, do I dare talk to the Queen? Oh, that's not the Queen. My bad. Sister Superior 3. She looks up at me with something between disdain and exhaustion. What is it, Sister 20? You are interrupting a history lesson. May we listen? You surprise me, 20. But of course, take a seat with the other children. I look around, seeing that the youngest among us is a 30 and... Children, you may be the eldest, but we are all adults here, sister. Do you... Sister 20, we are happy to have you, but please, try to keep your interruptions to a minimum. I open my mouth to retort, but decide not to push it, and find an empty spot in her audience. As we were saying, we are all our mother's children, but to be one of many children is very different than to be one of few. To be one of few is something that, of course, only a few of us have experienced. Fewer still remain who know what it is like to have been both. Is this a history lesson or an ego trip? Mother had so few children initially. She raised us all on her own. She gave up her own body, even her gift of flight, all for our sake. She fed us with the nectar of her sacrifice. In return, we cared for her and cared for all of you. One of the younger sisters in attendance speaks up. You were a sister nurse, 3. Naturally, we all had to be back then. We were all but sisters. We had to do everything to ensure that our sisters-to-be would grow, with only Mother's guidance and not her direct care. And perhaps we did our job too well. You all grew to be so tall. There's a light wave of chuckles from the younger sisters. But yes, it was only after the first 10 hands had pupated that we took on more specific roles. We adapted to our growing needs and did the work we were most suited for. Some of you may even remember our late Sister Superior 2, who was with us as recently as the 20 hands. She would have been proud to see you now. The nursery was our predilection before then, and we have been glad to see it grow under the guidance of others when our duty as superior took precedence. One day, perhaps one of you will undertake the same duty and tell this same story to your own younger sisters. But speaking of duty, we all must prepare for the road ahead, and we cannot do so without a proper night's rest. Off to bed now. We may continue again another day. She stretches, and the crowd begins to disperse. I find an empty cot and let my mind wander. Tomorrow will be a new day. We keep a steady pace, feet moving, minds bustling. How many still stand? We simply must. Our Mother will guide us. We will make it. Before I can lose myself in my thoughts, I am called upon by Sister Superior 3. Sister 20, you are being placed on feeding duties today. She leads me through the marching order, easily cutting in and out between other sisters. I've never fed Mother before. We all share food, of course, but it is a responsibility and privilege reserved for those in her retinue. Our retinue, I remind myself. I follow along meekly until I am standing before the Queen Mother's palanquin. I do not know what to say. Hello, Mother. I receive a swat to the back of the head from 3. Shh! Sister Superior clears her throat and addresses Mother. Queen Mother, please allow us to introduce Sister 20 of many Ochophilia. I think I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Sister 20, please begin your duty to Queen Mother 1 and many Ochophilia. She steps back and I am left face to face with Mother. Sorry, this is the first time. We are aware. We do not forget our own daughters, our own sisters. Her voice is calm and firm, the same as it always is. Despite Daughter 3's insistence on formalities, there is no need for special treatment. We all must eat, so we all share food. I nod and regurgitate some of the contents of my stomach. She asks for no special treatment, but I can't help but give up a larger portion than I usually would to another sister. If she notices, she does not comment. Mother partakes of her meal in small sips and licks, seemingly in no hurry. Why would she be? She will still be seated here, whether she finishes now or later. I stand in anxious silence as she eats. Daughter 20, yes? We do not wish to be uncomfortable. Speak with us, if we would have anything to say. I shouldn't be shocked that she could see through my nerves so clearly, but it catches me off guard regardless. She continues to eat, and I consider what to say. What happened to Sister 30 and 3? It doesn't make any sense. Why would she do that? Daughter, must we speak of such sorrowful things while we eat? But sorrow will not be lifted by silence. We will answer. Our daughter, our sister, 30 and 3, was no longer herself. She was lost to us before the fall. What do you mean? We mean, daughter 20, that you should remember your sister and not the creature you saw that night. She finishes her meal, and I return to my place in the marching order. Our stomachs growl, but our legs keep moving. Where are we? Haven't we been here before? We must go on. Can't I do more to help? It was a long walk, but we're finally stopping for some rest. Cozy. I should probably get some rest. Oh, not yet, not yet. Come on. We have things to explore and talk about. Yeah, ants really do have a weird cult energy going on. Our whole body aches, looking forward to a nice lie down. I hope you get that nice lie down. Are you hungry, sister? No? Suit yourself. Can I just walk off into the darkness? Oh, dark out there. Everyone's already asleep. Huh, I guess I do just go to bed then. Okay. Go to bed. I find an empty cot and let my mind wander. Tomorrow will be a new day. The canopy rustles overhead. We're thirsty. Mother, should we stop? Will we ever find what we're looking for? Before I can lose myself in my thoughts, I am called upon by Sister Superior 3. Sister 20, you are being placed on feeding duties today. Again? I suppose there are fewer of us, so it shouldn't be surprising. The ceremony of it keeps me on edge, but it is not long before Mother is contentedly feasting on a conserved lunch of mine from earlier that day. She continues to eat, and I consider what to say. What was your mother like? It's something that I've wondered about for a while. Mother calls herself one and many, but she can't be the first. Everyone has a mother, right? We do not speak of her. Do you understand? Why not? Daughter 20, why do you ask this of us? Who wishes to know? Have you been in contact with the false queen? No, it would be impossible. You simply do not know what you ask. Mother holds no power here. We walk our own path. Do you understand? Yes, Mother. Good. Then that is that. She finishes her meal and I return to my place in the marching order. The scouts find a few fresh leaves and we take what we can. It's not enough for a nest, but it is hopefully a good sign. There is no time to waste. Mother is safe, that is what matters. We simply must. Can we go on like this? The stars twinkle above us. Sisters prepare bedding and put together what shelter they can. Hey, 20. How are you, sister? Good? Good. Sort of dystopian shit is this? There's getting fewer and fewer of us, I'm fairly sure. What's this way? Ah, darkness ahead. Oh! Oh shit. I take a stroll away from camp, into the dark of the night. The stars are so clear out here. Can I not do anything, or is it just that's all I get to do? Okay. I guess to bed we go. Unless there's anything up this way. Alright, to the campfire. Cozy. I should probably get some rest. I find an empty cot and let my mind wander. Tomorrow will be a new day. The air is humid. The bark is light underfoot. Where will we sleep tonight? We simply must. Has anyone seen Sister 30 and 4? Why haven't we stopped? The march is long, but something about the rhythm clicks with my feet today. Left, right, left, right. Step, 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 step. Tap, 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 tap. Before I know it, we're making camp for the night. The rhythm continues in dreams. Left, right, step, 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 step. Tap, 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 tap. I bolt awake, realizing that someone is tapping next to my head. A sister, 30 and something? Ugh, I'm so tired. She's hovering over me. Sorry to wake you, Sister 20, but please come quickly. We need your help. It's far too early for this, but I get up anyway, dozily letting myself be led to a scrap of leaf on the other side of camp. Just in here, come on. Okay. I enter the makeshift abode to find a sister, 30 and 5, standing across from me. No, wait. She's tied up. Wait, what's going on here? She's secured to a twig, stuck in place with thick strands of silk woven tightly around her arms and torso. Then I realize that 4 other sisters have taken defensive positions around her. What are you doing? Why is she being held like this? Explain yourselves. We were hoping you'd be able to help us figure that out. The tied-up sister is facing me. Her legs kick and scratch at the ground, but she says nothing and doesn't appear to be making any progress in loosening her bonds. You were the witness to Sister 30 and 3's fall, correct? Her fall. Yes. What does that have to do with this? Sister 30 and 5, the 2 of them were close. We caught her about to have a similar accident tonight. Accident. It took all 4 of us to apprehend her. We've sent for Sister Superior as well, but wanted you to confirm our suspicion. I take a closer look at the subdued sister. Her legs continue to struggle, but I realize that her movement isn't frantic or agitated. She isn't trying to escape. Her motions are rhythmic, as if she is walking in place. Sister 20, when you saw her that night, was there anything strange about her? Yes, of course. What sort of a question is that? Aside from the fall, how did she look? Was she fuzzy. Fuzzy. She gestures at 30 and 5. I move to lean in for a closer look, antennae flickering curiously. As I do, another sister holds out an arm to block me. Careful, we do not know if she is dangerous. I nod and continue more slowly, keeping a distance. It is difficult to see at first, but then a thin, light strand on her shoulder catches my eye. And another, and another. It creeps out from the joints of her exoskeleton, crawls along her limbs and body. Ever her face is touched. Translucent white fuzz lining the edges of her mouth and eyes. Having seen it, her whole body takes on a more unnatural aura that hadn't quite registered before. It's off-putting, sickening. It's everywhere, and it's coming from inside her. Yes, it seems that way. How is she still alive? It seems impossible, doesn't it? But the real question is whether it is the same as the previous case. I think back, trying to recall specific details. It's difficult to say. It was the middle of the night and it all happened so fast. These protrusions, they are not familiar. Her behaviour, however, Sister 30 and 3 walked like this too. Has she said anything? No, nothing at all since the sister nurse here tied her up. 30 and 3 spoke gibberish before the fall. No, gibberish is wrong, but it didn't make sense. Just single words over and over. Pain, ache, things like that. At that moment, the door is flung open and Sister Superior 3 enters. What is... She stops, suddenly enraptured by the sight of the incapacitated 30 and 5. Back! Back! Get back, all of you! Do not go near her. The other sisters and I exchange uncertain glances, but do as she says, taking a few tentative steps away. What are you all standing around for? We must dispose of her at once. Dispose? But she is our sister. We must help her. Do you not see? She is possessed. Our sister is lost, and if we do not act quickly, all of us will follow her into the abyss. Oh, this explains so much. Of course we have strayed from the path. All along we have had a devil in our midst. Stop. Sister Superior, surely you are overreacting. She is well secured and we can think this through. Ignorant fools. We are in danger just to breathe the same air with this foul being. Who found her? Who touched her? Slowly, the whole group except the Superior and I raise their hands. Oh no. She shakes her head, eyes darting across faces, and then settling on me. 20, come, quickly now. She takes me by the hand and drags me to the shelter's entrance. Our sisters, our poor sisters. We are sorry, you must stay here. She shuts the door, leading me outside. I can hardly think straight. I wish I was still asleep. Sister Superior 3 lights a torch on the embers of the campfire. What are you doing? We must cleanse them all before it gets worse. What? She can't be serious. Even if 30 and 5 is beyond saving, there are 4 more sisters in there. We must act fast. They have been in contact with the devil. So have you. We both stood in that room. Our hands have touched, and these hands have been in the presence of not only 30 and 5, but 30 and 3 as well. Do you intend to burn the 2 of us next? I don't like that silence. The blazing rod dances and flickers as she considers it. She's seriously considering it.
How long were you in that room?
Not much longer than you.
And you've shown no signs since the first incident? No strange urges, no thoughts or words that were not your own?
No, nothing. She sighs. She douses the flame. Still holding the torch, she returns to the sisters in waiting. I follow, surprised and relieved my words stayed her hand, but this is not yet over. The other sisters look up eagerly at her return. How could they even begin to guess what they just narrowly avoided?
We march as usual at first light.
She glares razors at the quartet.
The four of you will not.
They start to protest, but she cuts them off and continues.
You will stay here and you will count steps in our absence. You will count until we have stopped marching and again until we have begun. Only then will you begin to walk yourselves. Is this clear? Remain on the path, keep your pace, but also keep your distance. Each of you has been tainted, but perhaps not doomed. If anyone is to stray from the path, your sisters will see to you.
She drops the torch on the ground and stares at each of them in turn, waiting for a solemn nod of understanding and obedience.
Good. Farewell, sisters. We hope you'll be able to join us. Please see to 30 and 5 after we depart.
She turns to leave. I hang back for a moment, not wanting to part on such a dour note. It will be okay. They look towards the bound 30 and 5, still silently scraping her feet along the floor.
We hope you are right, sister.
I shut the door and look around for Sister Superior. The sun is beginning to shine. There are new scents in the air, strong and redolent. Our path is clear. We will follow the path. This must be the path. Our path must be coming to an end. We ran out of good leaves, but the scraps will have to do. We're making camp. It's been a long day. You should get some rest, sister. Oh, loads of, Okay. She stares at the canopy below. I leave her be. I take a stroll away from camp, and it seems someone had the same idea that I did. Sister 20 and 7 is gazing at the stars. She seems lost in thought. Approach her. Ah! Sister 20, you scared me. Sorry. Just wanted to look at the stars. Didn't expect anyone else to be here. She looks around anxiously, as if I've caught her red-handed, doing what I don't know. So I ask, what are you doing out here? We were walking and we got lost, and then you found us. That's it, all right? 20 and 7, you're not very good at lying, are you? What? It's okay, calm down, please. I won't tell anyone. It was nothing, really. We were making a wish. A wish? On the stars. She gestures up to the dark blanket of night. Sister 10 and 9 once told us that, on clear nights, your words may travel all the way to the skies above, and that if they take pity on you, the stars may even make them true. We know it's silly, but please don't tell the others. I won't if you won't. Thank you, sister. I do have to ask, though. What did you wish for? We're not supposed to say. The stars won't take pity on you if there are other sisters to do it for them. I don't have any counter to that, so I changed the subject. It's getting quite late. We should head back. That is, if you're done here? Yes. Let's get some rest, sister. The two of us walk back to camp in silence and find our respective places among the other sleeping sisters. I wonder if the stars heard her. The sun shines through the leaves above, speckling the path in greens and golds. We must hurry. The path will not let us down. We must be on the path. It can't be much further. We stop for the night, as we always do. Temporary shelter is built, food is distributed, sisters are tired. Sister Superior 3 assigns tasks. Watch shifts are debated and decided. The campfire is lit. In the morning, we scrape together what remains of our fresh leaves, preparing for the next day's journey. We have more than usual. It makes the march a little tougher to carry the extra weight, but the next night's camp is built much easier as a result. I take a late shift. Sister Superior 3 gathers the scouts and sends them out early. They haven't returned by the time I collapse into a cot. Our hopes are high tonight. Sisters, wake up! Wake up! I awake to shouting. A commotion has taken hold of the whole camp. Sisters run to and fro, yelling and pulling each other from the makeshift shelter. We stumble out, half asleep. The sun hits my face, and so too does an overwhelming scent. It's fresh. Exciting. Sisters are running off to one direction. The scouts have found something. We follow the trail left by our sisters. The scent gets stronger and stronger. Sisters chatter excitedly along the path. By the time we arrive, a chain has already assembled. Sisters have begun folding the first leaves. We form a second chain, holding strong with our sisters. The weaving begins. Sister nurses carefully tend to our sisters-to-be, delicately stringing their silk between the leaves. We tentatively release our grip, and it holds, the first wall of our new nest. My sisters celebrate as we work, letting the excitement drive their mouths and limbs. There is scarcely time to think of anything but the work ahead. A home for the many, built by all. And so we work. And work. One day passes, then another, then many more. Our food stores grow, our nurseries blossom, and the nest begins to feel like home. The work slows, but it never stops. There is always much to do. Plans for a second nest are discussed. I volunteered to help scout the path. The day I am set to make the first trip, a 40-Ann sister pays me a visit. A courier from Mother's new retinue. Sister 20, Sister 20. Yes? Mother has called for an audience with you. I have spoken with Mother as part of the recent nest planning, but personal audiences are rare in our new home. We will come. As we pass through the many passages and rooms of the nest, I feel proud of the work I've done to help build it, the work we've all done. Near Mother's chamber, a strange feeling hangs in the air. Whatever awaits beyond this door will be momentous. I turn to thank the courier, but she has already scurried away. I enter Mother's chamber. No one is present but Mother herself. Introduce ourselves. Sister 20 of many Ocophilia, Reporting for duty to Queen Mother 1 and many Ocophilia. Sister 20 of many Ocophilia. Yes, Queen Mother. We have been given an opportunity. An opportunity to further shape this home we have created. This morning, Daughter 3 did not wake up. 3 is dead. Thoughts race at the news, but Mother continues. Her work, our work, must be continued. We have made a decision. Our daughters, our sisters, they will call you Sister Superior 20. The shock of 3's passing and of the new role compete for space in my mind. Why me? Why now? Mother rests silently before me. I don't know if it's wise telling the Queen that she's making a mistake. And telling the Queen that you're going to consider an offer when it's clearly just, this is what's happening now, is risky. We understand. We are saddened by Daughter 3's passing, but Sister Superior is not gone. Remember, a sister of many will always have sisters. There's a finality to her words that echoes in the chamber. Now, inform the others. Become acquainted with your new role. We shall speak more after feeding. Yes, Queen Mother. I leave her chambers, returning to the nest's common area. I must accept what Mother asks of me, but am I ready for this new responsibility? Someone must take the role, and Mother has chosen me. I have been unsure at many times, but I have also continued on for my sisters. Is this any different? I know that I don't feel different, at least. And however I feel, it is done. Time to go and tell my sisters. Oh my god, they have a little coffee table. Yeah, so I'm like kind of a big deal now. I tell my sister the news. Sister Superior 20, thank you for telling us. We're proud of you for taking this role. Be well. I love that. Oh, this is like such an advanced home. I tell my sister the news. Sister Superior 20, what an honour! We hope you will guide us well. I plan to. I tell my sister the news. We are sorry to hear about 3. Thank you for letting us know, Sister Superior 20. Let us talk again soon. I guess I'll go into the shiny house door. Hello? Oh, the news is heavy, but if my sisters are sad, I do not see it in their eyes. I continue on through the nest. As I inform my sisters of my new role, I observe their reactions. Some seem happy for me, others indifferent. I appreciate the indifferent ones more. Sister Superior 20 of many Ocophilia. The new title slides into the old, becomes a part of me, a part of us. Sister Superior 3 always had a different presence to the other sisters. Sometimes we suspected that she enjoyed her elevated status a little too much. The closeness to Mother, the responsibility, the privilege. We're sure you would have agreed had you known her. Are we any different? We all are. To say otherwise would be to lie to ourselves. It is better to understand these differences, sisters, in order to better understand how we are the same. It is natural to doubt it. We may be different, but we all have our doubts. We hope that you will overcome yours, sister. The end. We follow the fickle path made by Sean, Ian, and Michael of Sweetheart Squad. that was pretty freaking cool. It wasn't what I was expecting. I do love story-driven narratives and things like that, and I loved the art style. Yeah, I mean, ants are weird. Ant cults are weird. Now, I know there's like multiple, obviously there are multiple different endings, it's a multiple choice thing. But, I mean, I guess that's the ending I got. I think I may be a bit too accepting of, I just didn't want to ruffle any feathers, you know? But, just thinking about more that could be investigated in that. There's a lot of like loose ends. A lot of things that we didn't really go into because of the choices I made, I guess. But no, I love that, like, the uneasiness of it, the art style, the music. Oh, it was all good. It was all good. I mean, if you want to see the other paths you can take, you can go and find this game and play it for yourself. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.